everybody, welcome to a new video of JMSpeedshop. Today we have this very nice Volkswagen Beetle. I could not let this one go because it's one of my personal favorite classic cars. And some of you know who follow my channel for a longer time know that I built a Beetle with a very powerful engine in it. It has about 10 times the horsepower as this one, but let's stay to this car. So this is a 1983 Volkswagen Beetle. So it's a Mexico Beetle. I will explain later on what that means. So this is a first owner car, unrestored, and it's in very good condition. So it has done about, I thought it was 60,000 kilometers, but I'll show you that later. So this car is for sale at JB Over. JB Over is specialized in youngtimer cars and classics like this one. So there's a link below the video. You can click on that and go to his website or see more of the cars that he has for sale. So what are we going to do? Going to do a test drive, show you around the car. Normally I also do an acceleration test, but it will take a long time in this car, so we're not going to do it. So yeah, let's show you around. So this car is in, I think personally, a very nice green color. So these cars are really simple. There's not much to it. So it's also a very reliable car because of that. I only got one clock in the middle, only a speedo, the original radio, and it's a 4-speed manual transmission. So yeah, you got just your light switch and your fan, and yeah, that's it, eh? So this car is an air-cooled car, so you don't have very much heat in the car. So it takes a while before the car is getting some heat inside. So when you're driving in the winter, it can be a very cold drive. So the engine is in the back of the Beetle, for the people who don't know. So this is a 1200cc engine. It's a boxer engine, air-cooled engine. So it's also because there is a fan, and you cannot see it, but there's a cooling fan inside in here that blows cold air over the cylinders. You got 2 cylinders on this side and 2 cylinders on the other side. So this is a carburetor. So yeah, this car delivers 34 horsepower. So that's yeah, the highest output you could get from factory out of a 1200cc. So yeah, very easy and very good engines. You can see here also that it is a Mexico built Beetle. So this is an original car that's sold in Holland, so it's been imported from the Mexico to here. It's a pretty clean car. No rips in the interior or anything else. So it's pretty good for a car that's over 30 years old. A bit of space to put your stuff in. Headliner is very nice. So you got here your air conditioning. Yeah? That's all we got because of air conditioning. Got to open it. There's this little piece here. So we've got to get a bit more space in here also. So in the older models that were built in Germany, you had windscreen fluid that was working on the pressure of your spare tire. So because but this one has a little pump. So on the older versions, when you use your windscreen fluid, you also have to pump back on the tire. So it was just connected to the wheel, and because of the pressure in the wheel, you got the water on your front window. So that was pretty cool, I think. Oh yeah, very clean, very nice, classic. Also nice to know is that I never drove a stock Beetle before, so it will be a good experience. So yeah, let's have a test drive. So let's do a test drive in this Volkswagen Beetle. So, very nice boxer engine sound. Windows closed. So a little bit to get used to the pedals that are on the floor mounted. In most modern cars today there are like they're hanging. They are not mounted on the floor, so you have to get used to it. It's the same as in old Porsches. So yeah, 1983 Beetle. So the Volkswagen Beetle is one of the longest produced cars in the world. So it's produced from 1938 till 2003. So it's produced 21 million. Just over 21.5 million cars were produced between in that time, and there's only one car that is produced more, and that's the Volkswagen Golf. So both cars are from Volkswagen, so that's pretty special, I think. But yeah, the Beetle changed in a little bit, in a few ways over the years. So for example, there was different windows. Also the most known thing is the rear window. It started in 1938 as a split window. It was an oval window with a split in it, so there were two small windows. That changed in, I thought it was 1952. Then till 1957 you had an oval window without a split. So yeah, and after that in 1958, it changed to this window shape. So it was smaller than this one. I thought you had 3 different rear window sizes, and also in the front. So the biggest change was that it had a window change in the back. It was different, and the doors frames were higher. So all the windows got a little bit bigger. So what's very special is about this car, it's because it has only had one owner. So from 1983. So when it's only done, like I said, on the clock, it's around 60,000 kilometers. So it has done 61,738 kilometers. So this clock will not go over 100,000 kilometers, but this is the first time it hit it. So it's not over 100,000 kilometers. So it also is. So the Beetles are produced in a different engines. You had 1200cc, 1300cc, 1500cc, and 1600cc. But there's a very big market for aftermarket engines. So I thought the biggest one you could get out of an engine like this is 2400 and something. So you can get different cylinders for them. So and also the Volkswagen bus engines, they called Type 4, were built in these cars because they fit straight to the transmission. So yeah, and those engines, they were built up to 3.1 liters. So that's a lot. So if you imagine that this car is only producing 34 horsepower, and I thought it started in the just before the 50s with 27 horsepower. So for a car that is this, it weighs not a lot. It's about 800 kilos. It's pretty good to do. You can still drive it without slowing the other traffic, I think. So till 1970, the 1200 model was produced in Europe. After that, you got the 1302. That was a McPherson suspension, so the body-wise it was the same, but the front suspension was different. You got a 1600cc engine, and that was only produced for 2 years, from 1970 till the end of 1972. So that's pretty rare model. If you look at the 1302 convertible version, that's one of the most rare produced cars. It's more rare than an oval Beetle or a split window Beetle. So in 1972 you got a 1303. It was also called the Super Beetle. That model I use for my my project. I will put a link below the video to go to that playlist. There was a 1303 Beetle I changed with a Subaru engine in the back. It had 350 horsepower, so that's over 10 times more than this car has. So these cars, you can get really everything for them to get them to your own taste. But like this original one, I think it's a very nice driving car. And has drum brakes. It's not no disc brake, so it still drives very good. No steering power because you don't need it, because all the weight is in the back and not in the front. So yeah, from 1961 I thought. 1961 they start producing the Volkswagen Beetle also in Mexico. So between 1961 and 1975 the Beetles were produced in Mexico and in Germany. But in Mexico only this model was produced, the 1200 model. So when they stopped producing in 1975, because the Volkswagen Golf 1 came in Europe, in Germany, they stopped with the Volkswagen Beetle production. And it took about 3 years till 1978 before this Beetle was also exported to Europe. And you can buy it, you could buy it again. Only the Mexico Beetle. And the Mexico Beetle is, this one is bought in 1983 here in Holland, so it's an original Dutch car. So till 2003 the Volkswagen Beetle is built in Mexico. So up till that time you could still buy it. So that's a very, very long time. So it's almost produced 70 years. So my first impressions is, I really like it. It's very good seating position, it drives good. I really like the boxer sound, so that's also a good thing. So yeah, I like to do an acceleration test, but I think it will not get. I think it will take me a minute or something to get to 100 kilometers. We're not going to do that. So we're just going to enjoy the drive in this one. hope you liked the video about this classic Volkswagen Beetle. If you want more information about this car, there's a link below the video that goes to the website of JB Over. There are more classics and young timers for sale, so have a look. And don't forget to subscribe to my page. There's a button in that corner. You can click on it. You go to my main page, and you can subscribe there. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Just search for JMSpeedshop, and follow me there also for my new projects. So hope you liked it. See you next time. Bye bye.